Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, and as you see, we are collecting up the grass. As luck would have it, within minutes of wrapping up last night, we got hay. So we had a quick bite to eat, went back out, and we decided to start working on the larger of the two hay fields. So we worked till about 8:30 last night, just as we were beginning to lose the light, at which point we decided too tired, time to go home and get some sleep. So this morning, as you can probably see, after we finished with the animals, we came out here and we mowed this top field, and we're now just finishing off collecting it up and bringing it in. At the moment we're just putting it into the storage silo, and later on we'll hopefully get it into the bunker. I don't know if that'll be something we'll be doing this evening or not, quite possibly. It depends on how we get on with the hay as well. So yeah, so we've got a couple of workers that are over there waiting for me just to finish getting this in so that they can get on with fertilising this field. I don't think we're going to get it all into this one last load, unfortunately. Well, so we're nearly there. And then we'll get back up to the big field and carry on there. So yeah, last night we got at Windroad and we started pelletising that field. So that's what we've got to do today. I looked at my notes for today, jobs to do today, and basically all I've got is cut grass and bring in hay. So that's it. Of course we have fed and watered the animals this morning as usual. I think in the next couple of days from now we may be beginning harvest. I haven't had time to go around and check the stage of the winter crops that we'd sown, although I think there is only a couple of them really, so they are drying off now. Might just as we're heading back, just kind of take back to this field here. We'll maybe just take a quick detour and check the fields. But yeah, we've got another glorious summer's day here. My dip in the pool turned out to be just that, a very quick dip. For one of the workers gave me a call to say, yep, we've got hay. So, right. It is actually quite windy today. I don't know if you heard it when we were up cutting the field there. It's a good day for drying, but it's all dried now, so we're grand. And you see there's one of our crops here. Actually, we'll just stop and have a quick look at it as we come past. This truck needs a bit of cleaning before, as well as so this is our oilseed, winter oilseed rape. It's looking quite good. So it's saying, yeah, 67% growth ready, so that's not too bad. 8% groundwater, okay, it's low, but yeah. Air moisture's 37, so actually, you know, not bad at all. So yeah, that should be ready, hopefully in the next day or two, and I'll get that in. Happy sounding chickens. This may not have been the best choice to try and cut through here. It's dry enough that we're not going to get stuck. So yeah, I mean we've only got this year we've only got one winter oilseed rape in and one winter wheat in. Next year we'll have two. Just again, that's just to do with how the rotations have fallen out, so it's fine. My main concern, I don't think we'll have any straw pellets this year. I think most of the straw we'll be collecting in this year will be baling, so to get the cows, so yeah. We'll see how it goes. I certainly need the equivalent. I mean, what we put in last year was fine. We've still got, you know, not too too bad in the amount left, but I'd want to get to bring that back up to there at least, because as I say, we may quite possibly bring in more beef cattle, and you know, my dairy cattle are continuing to grow in number as well. I don't know why it sometimes misses bits at the beginning, this machine, but hey, for the most part it just makes life so much easier. And that's that. Oh, never a good thing. I'm sure you've noticed there's very little traffic on these roads. In fact, most of the traffic is us. Yeah, especially this far down. I mean, you know, the villagers tend to. There's a gate up by the shop, and there's a main road just out the other side of there. And you know, ourselves and the villagers all have electronic access to that gate, so that we can get in and out whenever we need to, any time of day. But it does make it, in terms of, you know, security, quite a secure little area, because, you know, we're surrounded by quite high hills as well, so there's, you know, we don't have any burglaries, which I can't say, thefts, we'll just say thefts, house thefts. Yeah, people are stealing houses. Yeah. Break-ins or anything like that, because, you know, it's far more difficult in this area to do so. I mean, if you can't get a vehicle into the area to get the stuff you steal away, then, you know, you'd only have like small amount of stuff. But yeah, it's really secure, which means, you know, we don't have an issue either with farm equipment getting stolen like some other places do. And also, you know, no cattle rustling or that as well, because again, you know, you can't, if you've not got access, you just simply can't do it. I mean, the services, you know, the council can get in and out, they've all got access, and the posties have got access, so, you know, all of that, can come in and do what they need to do and stuff, so that's fine. But yeah, overall, a secure little place to live and work, and we quite like it that way, so, you know. So it's another grass field cut and in huge amounts, but we don't need huge amounts, so it's fine for now. We'll get plenty later on in the year. I'm going to leave this gadget here. And then we're going to head on over to the large hayfield. Oh, just a bit faster. Probably should have went round the outside, but and we'll continue doing that. Alright, you can see the other hayfield on the side. This hasn't been windrowed yet. We will do that later today, once we've got this one done. I was looking at the amount of bales we've got left for the sheep, because we filled that tunnel last year with about 78 bales, and we've got, I can't remember exactly, about 54 or something left. So in theory we've got enough bales to actually do the sheep for another year. I mean, even if you know, with the little bit of increase in stock, I think we should probably be okay. We might do one, possibly, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We want to fill up the silo first, the storage silo first, and then whatever's left we'll look at baling if need be. So, right, so here we go, and this is what's going to turn our hay into pellets. This is clearly has been windrowed, and we've got quite a lot left to do, so I don't be surprised if we end up doing some time lapse. This is not the fastest of machines at 6 miles an hour. The other option I might do is just I'm trying to sort out getting some more music, because the software that I use doesn't have a huge range of music. They all tend to be of the same genre, and I'd like to get a bit more of a mixture in there, which I hope to do. So what I might do is, rather than having me mumbling away over the top of this, it's really quite windy today, I think you can hear as well. I might just put some nice music over the top for a bit, maybe time lapse a bit, but also have some of it just in normal speed. Just looking at the time there, actually, I'm quite surprised to notice that it's already 2 in the afternoon, and we still have quite a lot of stuff to do here. Now, if you're wondering what that is on the front, it's a little attachment which has some water in it. This machine needs to be filled with both water and, as you can see, molasses, in order to help it make the pellets. And the little thing on the front helps me get keep the water topped up for a bit longer, because I think I tend to go through water faster than I go through molasses. Right, apologies, you may notice that the timeline's changed a bit from what you might be expecting it to be at. We had some technical difficulties with the discharge pipe on the pelletizer. Basically, the pipe, when you raise the pipe to discharge it, it has a default position which it goes to. But it also has a control which allows you to then raise and lower that to change it a bit. And I don't know why, but sometimes for some reason that control doesn't seem to work. And so we had to go off and fix that so that we could get it high enough to bring the trailer under it. So I kind of did that offline, so to speak. So yeah. So sorry about that, people. This is not an easy thing to do because I can't actually just hope that I'm going in a straight line. Just wanted you to see pellets coming off there. And now I'm going a bit squint, so let's just check if I missed any. Yeah, I did miss a bit. Yeah, so that's it. So I'll probably just now leave that, well I will now just leave that arm up in that position because, yeah, I don't want it to happen again. What I'm probably going to do is do a little bit of this, and then I'll pop and show you some windrowing. I enjoy doing the windrowing actually, so yeah. So I might just do a bit of this first. I'll probably shut up and we can do some time lapse possibly to get that up and going a little bit. Okay, sorry about that, we had to wait for another tractor becoming free so that we could get on with this next bit. So what I might do is, right, so I should hopefully be able to fill the water up now, yep, and I'm just going to do the molasses while we're here as well. I've got the telehandler there with the molasses. So once we've filled this up, we might just pop to the other field and show you a bit of windrowing instead, and then I'll see how the time's going, and we might come back to this field and do this. It's a bit of a palaver this, but yeah. So what needs doing? I'm gonna get this. There we go. Doesn't take an awful lot. Just a few. I'll just come back and put that down because we will need it again. Right, so we'll turn off this engine at the moment. Yeah. And we'll leave this water here just now as well. And we shall head back up to the farm and we'll do some windrowing. We're still yeah, I was wondering whether or not, I was sort of hoping that having the little water tank on the front would mean that it would be able to, the machine would be able to directly top itself up from that, but no such luck. But well, you see, it just meant we had to wait till one of the workers was finished with the other tractor, so that we could get it to complete the task, because the telehandler, if I put an adapter on it, I could probably get it attached to the water tank, but just as happy just to hold on a little bit and for the other tractor to become freed up. So, windrowing, I quite enjoy windrowing. So, this is quite a good one. This is only the second time I think I've used this particular windrower. But yeah, let's see now. Going straight's not my thing. So yeah, so as you can see, the front ones sort of bring the hay in a little bit, and then the back ones just narrow into a nice row, hence windrow, and it just does it, you know. And then that then allows us to gather it up or pelletize it much easier than it would be just leaving the hay lines flat in the field there. Just speeds the process up a bit as well. So yeah, I really do enjoy windrowing. Oh, don't know why I'm turning there. Sorry about that. Come back, and it's my fault because of course I'm at the end of the field, but I'm not at the end of the row because I cut down a bit further. So yeah, I mean, as I say, this is only about the second time I've used this. It's not been available in store for long, to be fair. But yeah, I quite like it. It's quite a nice piece of kit. Does what it needs to do. Quite like to show you the gubbins a bit better. There we go. Gubbins. It's quite a simple process. But yeah, looks good. This field will be, as I say, most of this is just going to get soaked up and put into the bunker silo, so it should be fairly quick to do this field. If we've got any hay left once we finish the storage, then we will bale it and add it to I'm not going to be quite too far enough over there, and add it to the tunnel for the sheep. Let's see if I can just swing over here a wee bit. Right, there we go. So we'll get this field done, and then I'll windrow, and then I'll get back to oh dear, back to pelletizing the other field. This is not going to go well. Let me swing right round again. So again, we might have a little bit of time lapsing going on here. Some music in the background. Once I get it, I've still got to download some more music. with a bit more of a repertoire. That doesn't look right, does it? Yeah, it's fine. And the music we use, of course, we just get it from YouTube's audio library, so it's royalty free and non-copyright, so it should be grand. The software I use to edit requires a specific type of file, etc. So I've yet to get that done, but hopefully later today we will do so. Or I just swing around these trees. Maybe this was not a good idea. Aye, be alright. And there we go. Clearly it's not perfect, but you know, it's not too bad. And that's another job ticked off. I mean, as you can see, it's coming up for 5 o'clock and we still have quite a lot of work to do. So I'm going to drop off this windrower and then head back over to do some pelletizing. I'm trying to make a decision of how to do this now. I mean, clearly I'm going to, I definitely am going to time lapse some of this. And that lets you see a bit more of our day, so whether you'll see the end of it, whether I'll see the end of it, we don't know. So, right, okay, once we get back over here, and then we'll carry on, sneak across here with this job. And actually, it's not too bad. We have done a fair bit of it. To say, I mean, some of it we did start last night, and that has definitely made a difference in getting inroads. I think we'll be a lot later than 8 o'clock tonight. But yeah, we'll get there. Right, let's see now. carry on with this for now. I've still not decided yet whether or not I'm going to do a bit more time lapse or not, because I've already got at least a couple of spots within this recording which have time lapsed. I don't know that I want to do any more, so what we might do is just continue this, and when I run out of waffle I'll overlay it with some nice music, but just keep it at normal speed. And we'll just keep recording until we run out of time to do so, and then I guess, or it gets too dark, whatever comes first, and then I guess we'll call it there. So yeah, so one thing I did want to mention, I think I meant to mention it yesterday, is I think I've said to you before, one of the YouTubers I like to watch, there's a few, one of them I like to watch, the one who's I like to co-op playing some games with, is Not Yet Dead, and he recently finished his Shamrock Farm series, and he's now moving to another farm, another area, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing where he's going. I kind of got an inkling where he's planning on going, but yeah, see, I'm not paying attention, I'm too busy waffling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that new series starting, so if you've got a bit of time, keep an eye out and check it out. I'll probably, if I'm still doing this series, which I quite likely will be, by the time he starts his next one, then I'll certainly let you know, and yeah, of where he's at. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. I think this thing's dropped again. It has. Hold on a sec, fingers crossed. I'm not going to have to stop and go fix it. Oh, that's not looking great at all. Sorry folks. We will be back. Okay, so normal service has resumed. We've got it. Hopefully it didn't take us too long to fix it, and so we've got it at a daft angle, but hopefully we can now offload. I really don't know what the problem is with it. Really frustrating actually that it does that. But Right, so a bit of a change of pace. I think we'll slot in here now that we've got that far. 6:15, so yeah, still a bit of work to do there. I'm going to go and start looking up the other field, just to change it up a little bit. Now, I'm choosing not to time-lapse that last segment, so to speak. Now, you might think, I'm going to put some music on the top of it, and you might think that it would have been better time-lapsed. You might prefer it not to have been time-lapsed. It's always different for everybody's different. Everybody has different ideas of what's good and what's not good. For myself, I tend not to watch too many time-lapse videos. Especially, if this whole bit was time-lapsed, if this whole recording was time-lapsed, I wouldn't watch it. I like to have a bit more storyline in there. But then other times I've seen people do, and again I'll come back to Not Yet Dead. Sorry, Not Yet Dead. You're getting lots of mentions, hope you don't mind. He time lapses when he's doing landscaping and stuff, and making changes out with his main storyline, so to speak. And that they're quite short, 5-10 minutes, whatever, and they work really, really well. And I quite enjoy watching that. So yeah, it's a difficult one, I think, when you've got a day on the farm like this where it's very just repetitive. You know, there's very little mix up, and I could have, maybe I should have showed you me feeding the animals a bit, or you know, something like that. But yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, in the winter time, you know, feeding the animals is probably what you'll see me doing, you know, more than once, because it's one of my main winter jobs, really. So, you know, trying not to again, it's just trying not to be overly repetitive wherever possible. I kind of understand now. And clearly, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not going to be a YouTuber, because these are all enlisted. I do understand the amount of work that can go into beginning to get an idea of what goes into making these, and it's yeah, it's pretty fascinating, really. But I'm enjoying it, so yeah. The more I learn about the software, the longer it takes for me to actually make videos and edit now, because I'm doing more with the editing, trying to change it up a little bit. Whereas the first three, just the day on the farm ones, which was all I was originally going to do and then stop there, I mean, they were just raw footage, basically, so to speak. They were, you know, I might have trimmed a little bit off the beginning and end of them, but beyond that, you know, they didn't really have anything done to them at all. And I know that's what some people liked about them, was the fact that I wasn't really doing anything with them. But at the same time, if I'm going to do a year's one and it's different, then, you know, you're then, yeah, trying to think how you're going to squish, you know, finding the best part of the day on the farm, of that particular day, to decide what you're going to show and what you're not going to show, basically. Whereas the day on the farm series, when I did the actual day, you were basically getting, you know, the full 24 hours almost. So it was, you know, okay, there was a bit of a sleep in between that, but that is a day in the farm. The sleep is part of that. Whereas when I'm doing the year on the farm, you're only getting one clip per day, and that's a bit more trying to think, because clearly there's jobs that need doing, such as this. For me, doing it, I mean, I quite like it, but I don't know, for watching me doing this repetitive work, I kind of worry that it's not that exciting. And I'm waffling away here. I think I get that from Mr. Sealy P, who's another fantastic YouTuber. Yeah. So I'm trying to change it up, trying to think what works and what doesn't work, and hope that people who are watching them are enjoying them, and that I'm getting the balance right, as much as I can get the balance right. I mean, we're early summer now. I mean, we're about roughly a third, or not quite a third, but 8 days out of 6 day seasons, 4, 6, 8, 24. Okay, yeah. Quarter maybe? into the series at this point. So yeah, I mean, I'll continue to learn to use the editing software better, and I'm planning on, as I say, certainly, hopefully, at some point today. I didn't hoover that bit very well, did I? Come back and and import some non-copyright music, because I find the music. I mean, the music on that the software offers you, I mean, it's okay, but there's not a huge range, and they tend to all be what some would call doomph 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 music. Some of it's actually quite good. But sometimes I want something a little bit more chilled out, so yeah. But hopefully not just so chilled out that it puts you to sleep while you're watching these. So I'm not too far off of finishing up the recording here for today. You see it's coming up to 7 o'clock Farm time, and I think I've maybe got a few more minutes that I can squeeze in to the recording, and then that'll be it, and we will carry on farming, obviously. I think maybe just, I don't know if it's just because I'm on that hill, maybe I'll slow it down a little bit, it's not picking up. And I'll let you know what time we finish it tomorrow. I suspect it's going to be, at this point, I'm looking at midnight, if not even later, just to finish this off. The thing is, if I leave the hay lying too long, it will start to rot, and that's just not what we want. So yeah. That wasn't very well done there, was it? I can hear someone saying to me, "You shouldn't be driving." Not quite right. I'm not sure how much more space we're going to get. I think we're probably heading up to the maximum space in the silo now, actually, because I think I only took 3 lots out when I was making up the silage, so yes. And I don't really need that many hay bales, and I've probably got more. So I might end up doing some of this field in pellets as well then. It's fine. The good thing about hay pellets is that they compress the product so that you can get, like 500 litres of hay pellets is far more than 500 litres of loose hay, so it's grand. I'll go and have a look and see what we've got in terms of hay. Alright, okay. 14,931.5, so we'll not quite get another load in, so or maybe just get another load in. Yeah, 70. Okay, so we'll get one more load in by the looks of it, and then that will be us, and then the rest I'll do a bit of bales and a bit of pellets, so yep. In fact, I'll use this to soak up the loose bits. That's probably the best thing to do at the moment. Lower. So you see, I think it's midsummer, but still early summer, so you know it won't really lose the light till after 9 o'clock. But yeah, we are running out of recording time, so I will say goodbye, and thank you if you've watched this, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and we will see you again tomorrow, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. We certainly have to buy cows and sell soybean, so yeah, these are two things we're definitely going to be doing tomorrow, so we'll see you then. Goodbye, folks.